Hey guys, it's Sam
and Jack from Tech Fusions here. We hope you guys are all well and safe, and today we're going to be reviewing this really cool microphone.
Let's check it out. Let's go. So a big shout out to Comica for sending out these wireless microphones for us to test out. They look really cool. I wish I was wearing a jacket and have the jacket actually on the side, and then we can test it out. But let's go and test out these microphones. So Jack, we just got these microphones and the new iPhone 13 Pro, Mini and Pro Max have just come out. What are your thoughts on the new iPhones?
Well, actually using both the microphone and the iPhone 13 actually works really well. With the microphone, I'm genuinely surprised by how good the audio sounds, at least coming out of the iPhone. Of course, when we take it into post, it may be a little bit different, but so far, really good. And the fact that you can just use your iPhone makes it that little bit easier when out and about. And it kind of means that we've got a camera in our bag and we're not even using it. Okay, so we're now doing a distance test with the microphone. As you can see, I'm walking from quite a bit of distance, and I think the microphone is actually picking up the sound really well. So that's one great thing about this microphone, and the fact that you can hear me quite clearly from that distance. There's also quite a bit of background noise, there's some wind, there's some birds, not too much, but just enough where it could affect the microphone. So I think it is pretty good. So what would we actually use this microphone for? And that might be one of the questions that you could be asking. For me personally, I would probably use it when out and about and going out and around the community. And I think that's something that's really nice, particularly if you're like us and you like to go out quite a lot. Because one of the problems I have with a lot of the shotgun microphones I use, the wind gets in really heavily. When actually using a microphone like this will help eradicate some of that wind noise. It's actually a little bit windy now, not too much, so hopefully you can't hear it too much in the background. But that for me is one of the great things about these types of microphones, and I have to say this microphone does that really well.
So what the microphones are really good for is when you're talking to someone face to face and you need to pick up both the voices. So you've got my microphone on here and Jack's got his microphone on.
And actually hopefully you can tell on the camera that you can actually hear us both quite clearly. And this is something that you might not always get on other types of microphones, particularly because we are back and forward all the time, and having that is a real plus.
And if I want to move about and face you, Jack, I can actually face away from the camera and it still pick up my voice, and then I can be looking at you, but they can still clearly pick up my voice. Okay,
so we're now testing the microphone with the actual camera. So I've now got the microphone on top of my camera, and we're now using the windshield. So hopefully it sounds good. Again, we will find out when we are back in the studio, but I think it sounds okay. It seems to feel okay. One thing we did though, is a little tip, is we went into the audio settings first before filming, just to make sure that the audio wasn't peaking too much, which is a benefit if you're using it on a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. Okay, as you can see, we are out here with the cows. Now, I love the microphone, but I wonder what the cow thinks. So, hey cow, what do you think? No comment from the cow.
So Jack, what's your final thoughts on these wireless microphones?
So overall, I really like them. Now I'm going to be very honest and say I'm not an audio expert, so we're only really coming from it from the perspective of an average user, and I really like it. It seems quite easy to use, and I think one of the cool things is it sounds really good, and particularly if you're using something like a phone to film on. Sam, what do you think?
I think they're light, they're portable, they work easily, they plug straight into your phone, and you can plug it into your camera. It's a big thumbs up for me. I really like these microphones. Definitely worth checking out. Using the link in the description down below.
The only thing I would probably change is that I would probably, instead of having the white ones, I'd probably have the black one. But again, for me, that's a very personal preference.
I agree with you, Jack. I think the black ones would look better, more sleek, more stealthy. The white ones definitely stand out. But, you know, it's up to you. It's your personal preference.
And that's a good thing. You can get them in either colour. So, again, up to you. Okay, so we really hope you enjoyed this video. If this is something you would want to buy, then of course we will leave a link in the description down below. My name is Jack, and of course we was with Sam from Tech Fusions. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next Tech Fusions video.
So now you see the microphone, now you don't.